Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 13 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we started modeling this, and now we're gonna continue working on this, and I want to do some changes to our model. So for example, I don't want any more gate, so I'm gonna remove this and then delete the split element right here. Probably going to add the border wall up to here, so I'm gonna undo this onto this side. So let's go to ground and undo this, and then push this one a little bit on the side, around maybe 2400 from here, and then just push it all the way to this, to the H grid line. Also, what I want to do is to remove this, so I'm gonna just remove this one and go back to ground level, and I want to extend this. So let's remove the curtain wall, and then here I'm just going to maximize this part right here, so CS, and I want to have at least 500, and then trim and extend here, and then trim and extend here, and we will have something that looks like this. Of course, we want it to be all the way down, so we need to put it up to base ground, base constraint ground, and we're going to do that on the top portion as well. So with that, because I want to at least showcase the staircase, and in that situation I want it to be more in depth. So here what we can do is to have the underlay up to level 2 or level 1, and then we could just move this back. We can CS and then add those things, and then we could just trim and extend this one or just pull it back. Whatever you can do like that. You can align this one so that everything looks good, and then trim here, so TR. And then here we need to, of course, check everything. I'm going to edit the roof as well, edit the footprint. We could use level 2 to just add all of this. So here we could TR, trim and extend here, and then trim and extend here, and then it will fix everything. Since we're in level 2, what we can do is we could check the adjoining here. So here I don't want this one to be the bigger part of the wall joints, so I'm gonna change it. So I'm going to click next, and I want it to be on this side, similar to this, because I want to lower it down. This is for the facade of the building. I want to lower it, so align it. Align it here as well, and then align it again. So this will be going down, and then I want to maybe push, I want this one to be covered, so that's why I want to add or edit this generic model right here. I also want on level 2 to be pushed all the way out. So basically this one needs to change. I'm gonna edit this. I'm just going to remove it remove this, and then we could just add this one later on. I want to push this one because as you can see it's so small, so I just want to add it a little bit, so maybe 1500 to have a proper spacing. So as you can see, that looks good. And then we need to edit the floor here. So edit the floor, edit the boundary, go to level 2, and then you need to push this one all the way right here. And then of course we need to push down everything. So this one, the attachment, so that it hides there below. We need to push this one down, so negative 200, and then we have the space there later on that we could just manually do it. And I just want a nicer look. And then in this location, we're probably going to fix that later on, so that, or maybe we could fix it now, just to add that area right there, I believe here, so that it looks better. TR to trim and extend, and then trim and extend there. And as you can see, everything is filled. We don't need to worry about that anymore. And then as you can see, this one looks good as well. We could extend this now, this boundary right here. And then we could just add this pick line right here to all the way right here. Trim and extend, and then trim and extend there. So that one looks much better now. If we turn off the underlay, we have more space here. It's not cramped anymore. So that's why we need to do what we have to do, so that everything looks better. So at least the spacing is much better here. And then as you can see, everything looks, so we have a bigger room. And then of course we have the masters on this side. And then here, what we can do is we could extend this part as well. And actually, I'm just going to unjoin it. I think it's much better to unjoin, or just leave it like that for now. We could just change that later on. And then now that, because we have this now, we could edit the flooring on this. Pick right there, and then trim and extend. And then I want to align this one as well, so that everything is looking good. And then now the stairs, we can extend this now, and that looks much better. As you can see, looks much better now. And we just need to we just need to add curtain wall. So curtain wall on this side, I want to maximize this. And then cut geometry. And then what we can do is maximize this all the way to the top. And then cut geometry again. And then what I want to do is to align them. Align it first at the top so that everything is in proper height, and then go back here and I want to extend it. I don't want any of those corners right there, and we need to at least link them all together. We can try to link them all together. We can flip it so that everything, there we go. And then we could just push this one back or down. Align it. There we go. And then let's look at the way it looks right now. And we just have this exterior wall right here that we need to figure it out. There we go. So now it looks much better. Everything is in the edge. There we go. And then this one we could just push it backwards again. And then we have this nice looking edge window that we're going to cover up, and then we could extend this a bit. We will have a cover at the top, so that's why I have to lower some down. So negative 200 or 200 at the top. And then let's maybe pull this one down as well. So let's just pull this down right here. So offset should be 200 only. And then we could add here, and let's create a model in place. Let's go to south elevation, model in place, and then let's choose generic model, and then we could select this. So set, pick a plane, and then select this wall right here. Click on extrusion, and then we need to change this to maybe one of the concrete. choose this one, and let's create this right here. And then here we have $200 at the top, a bottom, and then $200 at the top. We could increase this all the way to the top, and then we could just delete this, and then SL TR like that. Click finish, and I want to see it because this is the one that we need. And then here, this face right here, I want to increase it because I want this one to be added there. I want to cover there. And then in terms here, we need to remove this. So actually I'm going to put it back to the way it looks earlier, like this first, and then we just need to add another one on this side. So because it's just the facade of the building, and we need to do it nicely. We could increase the height here and then fill it later on. There we go. So now let's go to level 2 and then create another extrusion. Set it and then pick a plane, and I want to set it on level 3. At the top here. Click finish. Look at it at 3D and then align it at the top. AL. There we go. So now it's the same idea as what we have earlier, but as you can see, everything is like that. And then here, let's finish that first, and we could enlarge this if we want to. We could pull it down as well so that it's level at the top. So I want to have that there, AL as well here. So now everything is level there. We could push this back a little bit, so AL to this. There we go. So everything is properly aligned. I'm going to increase this somewhere right here. That's good there. And then why not just increase this? Nobody's gonna see anyway, so So everything is looking good. And then let's change this part right here. I want to incorporate this part. So what I want to do is to just have a different look coming on this side, because I want to showcase this part right here. I want to remove this split face. So remove the paint as well, and remove this. So now it's good right there, and we could basically push this back and then add this side right here. That will increase that look there, and then we put grass around. So edit this boundary, and then we could just increase this and then pick a line. Okay, so now we just need to trim and extend. And then there we go. So as you can see, that looks really good. And then we have this nice stairs right here. We could showcase it with a nice chandelier here, so it lights up. And maybe lastly, we need to add the curtain wall here. There. And then of course we need to lower it down. And then AL to align it properly. It's the same height. And then here I want to edit this, edit boundary on that. Of course we want this one to connect. Then here it's too high, so we need something right here as well. So we need that on this side as well, or we could just extend this and then add this one right here on this side. Move this one at the edge, and then we could just rotate that and increase. So we have the deck here, that we could go to, and then we have this one right here that they could go down and up, and then we have this space right here. And then here I want to fix this part. There we go. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.